On the Good Morning Artesia Radio Show. Hello, how are you doing? It's Thursday. It's October 13th. So I don't think that means anything bad. There's nothing.
It have to be a Friday.
It have to be a Friday.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, for it to be messy. Let's see. Just a couple things going on today. It is AHS Picture Retake Makeup Day today. And we were talking about this yesterday for some reason. I was kind of a goofball rebel when I was a senior in high school. I had decided I'm not doing any of this senior stuff. not doing it. I'm not sending out invitations. I'm not doing any of that, which really irritated my mother. One of the things I did not do is I did not go to Senior Picture Day. I did not have my picture taken. There does not exist on Earth a senior picture of me. And you're wondering, well, what did they put in the yearbook? They used my junior picture in the senior yearbook. So it's the same picture of me.
For 2 years.
For 2 years. And, of course, the picture is taken at the time where I grew up after the sophomore year. So I'm still kind of a sophomore when they take the picture. So there I am in the junior and senior pictures with my really horrible haircut and my Star Trek T-shirt.
No.
So when I play the song White and Nerdy,
that is so funny.
Just find that picture, but there does not exist on Earth
an actual senior
picture of me.
My senior rebellion. I, of course, most people who know me when I moved here, I moved from Clovis.
Okay.
And when the one thing that I was flabbergasted by was the yearbook doesn't come out until later.
Right.
And for me, I grew up where, like, you get your yearbook at the end of the year, everyone signs it, all the stuff. You do all the things. Like, I have tons of yearbooks with all, but that wasn't the thing when I moved here. So senior year, I was like, well, all my friends, they're not going to be here.
Yeah. Who's
We're
going
off
to
to
sign
college.
your yearbook? Yeah.
Who's going to sign it?
Yeah.
Like, unless I magically find us all at, like, a reunion or whatever, like, the people that I was close to. So I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want it.
Well, makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Boys soccer is at Lovington today. Girls soccer is here. It's the makeup game for last week when the Lovington bus got into the little fender bender.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
And so they are making that game up tonight, 4 o'clock for the JV, 6 o'clock for the varsity. And it's varsity volleyball versus Alamogordo. So the Tigers are going to be here. Roselawn Awards Assembly, the first and second graders are meeting right now. The third, fourth, and fifth graders will be meeting at 10. And then ninth grade Orange football is playing Carlsbad today at 4 o'clock. And we're going to have radio and TV of the volleyball. And we're going to have TV of the girls' soccer tonight.
Awesome.
And I don't know that we have anything up in Roswell tonight. No, that's it. Those are the only things that we're doing on video. Tomorrow, Art in the Park.
Yes.
Sean's going to be out there with you for a few hours on 92.9 The Brand. And then we have Artesia versus Roswell football. The Artesia version will be on 990 AM, 93.7 FM, and on the Bulldog channel on TV. The Coyote version will be on 106.5 and on the Coyote channel on KSVP TV. It'll be the same video, but the different announcers. And then Goddard is hosting Mayfield out of Las Cruces at the Bowl of Wool in Roswell tonight. And that'll be on radio 106.1 and on the Goddard channel on TV. So we're doing all that
busy
tomorrow. Saturday, Sean's going to be back out with you at Art in the Park. And then I'm going to gather up Sean in the trailer. And we're going to head over to Heirloom Acres, and he's going to spend a few hours out at Heirloom Acres. So you'll have him all tuckered out by the time he has to try to figure out the corn maze.
No. Well, it might make it a little bit more exciting that way.
And then there's girls soccer with Portales. You probably have heard of Portales.
Yeah.
Growing up in Clovis there.
Well, I went to school there, too, at my college.
There you go.
At Eastern Greyhound, yeah.
Okay. And they're playing at, let's see, let me make sure they haven't changed the time. Sometimes they have to rearrange because of officials and stuff. Yeah, it's at 12 noon, and it looks like it's just the varsity game, and it's at 12 noon Saturday out at the Mac Chase Complex. So, well, good. Well, how are you doing today?
I was already telling you I'm a little sleepy. But other than that, we're doing really good.
Is it all coming together? Everything?
Yes, yeah. It's all coming together. Really lots of engagement. People have said they've heard it on multiple radio channels, so that's
good.
Great. We've got 80 vendors, and I'm juggling about 10 food vendors right now, which is almost double than what we had last year.
Okay.
So, which is really good, and we're real excited. The band is geared and ready to go. Everyone's buying their cakewalk tickets, all excited.
Yeah.
I will say, we do know that the cakewalk tickets say Central Park. But if you go to Central Park, the band will not be there. They will be at JC Park, and there's the same spot they had last year.
Darn that copy and paste.
I know, like, oh no. They didn't even realize it either, and I was just, someone commented.
Look, they're not the only ones.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there's going to be a bowl game in the Wool Bowl. And originally it was set for December 3rd, which is a Saturday.
Right.
Okay. Then the High School Coaches Association decides to hold the Red-Green All-Star Game in Artesia on December 3rd.
Oh.
So you got the bowl, the Wool Bowl, and the Red-Green All-Star Games all on the same day. Not the same location, obviously,
Yeah.
but on the same day. So the Wool Bowl people said, well, why don't we move the bowl to Friday night? Then all of the 100 and some odd, 200 some odd kids that are going to be in the area for the
Wool Bowl can then go.
for the All-Star game can go to the Wool Bowl. Awesome. The Chamber, Roswell Chamber, keeps putting out flyers that say it's on Saturday.
Oh, no.
I got an email from the people with the Wool Bowl with the tentative broadcast schedule. It says Saturday. So I finally emailed back the people that I've been communicating with. So, will you please tell me what day this is?
You know, like, help me. Well, that's what happened with us with the Beatles tribute.
Yeah.
We had sent out the contract. We had the date set up, whatever. When I got the contract back, they'd whited out the date and changed the date. But all of my stuff had gone out because I was ready.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm on top of things. You know, I'm on top of things. I'm not waiting last minute procrastination millennial status, right?
Yeah.
No, it didn't work for me. I should have procrastinated.
That's right.
Everyone's like, so what day is it? I was like, I'm so sorry. I had
Yeah,
to make phone
yeah.
calls. I was like, we changed the day. Like,
So let's be clear about Art in the Park. It is
Yes.
2 days.
2 days, Friday and Saturday.
It's at JC Park.
Yes. And it's not JC. So if you type in JC into the search engine, it's going to be confused. And I didn't know this. It's JAYCEE. JC.
Well,
Park.
even if you do that, depending on the map deal.
They've fixed it.
Oh, it has been fixed.
It's been fixed.
That happened to Sean last year.
It has been fixed.
Yeah.
So last year, and we did put this out on most of our marketing materials, like, don't Google it because it tells you to go out near the country club.
Right.
Well, either the chamber worked really hard on it or whoever did, but now it's fixed. So if you go and you actually Google directions, it takes you to the correct spot.
Excellent.
Yeah. But
I
you
will
wanna look
tell
up
Sean
JC.
just for him, we got it fixed.
There we go.
Can I do that?
Yes,
Okay.
you can.
All right.
I don't know who fixed it, but I did notice that recently that I was making sure I had all of my information right because people were like, oh, where is it and what to do? And it was funny because this week I put out like a vague post. It's coming this Friday because then yesterday I put out a post and was like, here's the times and all this stuff, like building posts every day. But everyone's real excited. They're like, where is it? When is it? Can I bring my dog? I was like, it's park. So yeah, just
Yes.
if the dog makes a poo-poo, like please
Clean it
it up.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't have anything against dogs. I have two. They're great. But yeah, so I guess everyone, their families, their dogs, their pet, everyone's coming.
Yeah. Well, we had something this past weekend. The Rio Pecos Kennel Club had their dog show Saturday and Sunday in Roswell at the airport park.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I had no idea where the airport park was.
I heard of it, but I don't know where it is either.
I found it yesterday because we drove out there. We thought it was all that park area, you know, like in front of Eastern.
Yes.
Before
yes.
you get to the airport. We
No.
saw no dogs. And then we saw nothing on their social media about day 2. So we just assumed the weather and it got canceled and everything. And then I talked to somebody and they said, no, the airport park is back over on Earl Cummings Drive. Well, who would know?
No. I've heard of it. Like people have talked to me about it because like they do like people meet to walk and stuff out
Yeah.
there. I just don't know where. I know it exists.
Yeah.
like a myth.
Well, I know where it is.
Now you know where it is.
Because I was in Roswell, and before I left, I was determined
to find it.
so that the next time they have something out there, Lana and I can go to that. So it's at J.C. Park, which is 26th Street.
Yes.
South of Maine.
Yes.
And I think all the intersections are open. All the construction right now is not affecting 26th.
No.
So if you're coming,
we're gonna have signs
and signs, so that's
signs
good. Okay,
year, yeah.
well, let's talk about the entertainment. I know you've got a jazz band coming. We mentioned the high school band and the cakewalk, but you got a jazz band.
So we
coming.
have, I don't know how many people are familiar, but we have an art school in our state, the New Mexico School for the Arts, and they are bringing down their jazz band. And in my brain, I thought, because we have, we used to have a section of the band that does jazz, jazz band. No, like they're actually like a performing jazz band with singers and all of the instruments and everything like that, and they are coming, and they'll be here Friday and Saturday.
Both days,
both
okay.
days.
Excellent.
And they're very excited. The kids are going to get to do some fun stuff, like I think they're planning on trying to visit Carlsbad Caverns and do some stuff maybe a little bit around here, as well as be at Art in the Park and enjoy themselves. So we're really looking forward to having them.
Okay. Are you going to have like a stage area or a performance area?
So we built the stage last year, so it'll be the same stage.
Okay.
But this year, instead of having it really far out where we had it, we're moving it closer in. So at the end of Food Truck Row, where the food trucks were last year if you came, there is a huge 40 by 40 tent, which Amy's Tents was our vendor for that, where we'll have tables and chairs for people to sit and eat, and we've moved the stage that way.
Okay.
And that's also the area in which our wonderful KSVP trailer will be remoting.
Well, it's actually the 92.9, the brand trailer.
92.9, the brand trailer, will be lovely, parked all in the one area, so everyone can hear and listen to whatever they need to without having to go too far out.
Excellent. And you have a bunch of food trucks this year,
Yes.
so you have a seating place.
Yeah.
You have jazz music.
We have food trucks and food tents.
And food tents.
So, for instance, one really popular one that happened every year, we haven't had it for the last 3 years, but they're back. The Knights of Columbus are doing their funnel cakes. If you're familiar with Big Red's Concession, they're back.
I've heard that name before.
Yum Yum Yogurt is going to have a stand. The Roadrunner Grill is also doing it.
The goat cheeseburger.
Oh,
you got to have the goat cheeseburger.
Okay, from Roadrunner?
Yes.
Okay.
I had one at the Eastern New Mexico State Fair last week. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm excited. Yeah, so they'll be there. And we have ET's concessions. They used to be formerly ET's rolls and sweet treats. So we have them. Starvin' Marvin's is going to try to make an appearance as well. So we have some really good food going on. I'm excited about it because last year our food vendors, while they made really great sales, we got more people than everybody expected. And so we have some more. Another repeat is Whole Foods mini donuts.
Okay.
So you can go and get, and they're wonderful mini donuts.
Is that the kind of turquoise green?
They're red.
Oh, okay. So it's a
Unless
different
she's
one.
changed her color since the last time I saw her.
Okay, so it's a different one. That's fine.
Yeah, I think there's two in the area that go to like Yucca Blossom and the different events, but she's the red trailer.
The red trailer. Okay.
Last year I think I got a maple mini donuts with bacon bits. They were so good.
Getting a goat cheeseburger.
Yeah, so they're real excited. And we're excited to have them there because it's also convenient for us when we're like, oh, we do feed our like our volunteers and stuff like that. But every so often you want something that's like not that we've ordered like 15 boxes of pizza. So you go and then there's like options. And so we're looking forward to it.
Great. And then you have 80 vendors and all different kinds
all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
And we'll also have a couple authors this year.
Okay.
So they'll be selling their books and talking about their books. And so writing is an art form, very dedicated art form, I would say.
Sure.
And so if you were interested in like talking to another writer because you're trying to get your book sold or printed or whatever you're doing with it, we'll have some authors that you could talk to that have published.
That is awesome. So what are the hours on Friday?
Friday opens at 2 p.m. and we're closed at 8.
Okay, so 2 to 8.
Yes.
Well, I need to have the trailer before 2 then.
Yeah, it would be great to have the trailer before 2,
Okay,
but if you can't make it out there until 2, it's
No.
fine.
before we went on the air, I said, when can I bring the trailer? And you said 2 o'clock, and now you're telling me it opens at 2. I don't want to be in the way.
We have a dedicated area. You'll be able to
Well, I'm done at 10, so I maybe could grab it and bring it out there then at 10 o'clock, and that way I can get it all staged.
I'll be out there at 6 a.m., so whenever you want.
I won't, but all right.
I have 2 very long days.
2 to 8 p.m.
Yes.
And
Friday.
And then Saturday,
8 a.m., bright and sunshiny.
Okay.
And we close at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Because that was a huge request. Everyone was like, we hate that you close at 4 on Saturday.
So you added some time on Saturday.
Yeah, we added on Saturday.
Okay.
So we added, people wanted a food area to sit and eat, so we added that. And then people wanted us to go longer on Saturday, so we did that as well.
That is fantastic. And there's no cost to get into the park area.
But we will be selling T-shirts this year, so you can have your Art in the Park T-shirt.
With your design?
With Art in the Park on it.
Is that your design, or who did the design for this year?
So the new logo for Art in the Park I created.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And so that's, we need an update. Something that felt like it was artsy in the park. I don't know. That's been my whole thing with the Arts Council, is making us actually look like an art organization, that we do fun art stuff. And so the logo came out beautifully. We'll even have a huge banner in which you can take a selfie with if you want to, that you came. And if you have questions or need to find us, we'll also have a big white tent provided by Amy's Tents. And it'll have registration and information. And you can go there, you can buy T-shirts, you can talk to us about volunteering if you want to learn how to volunteer, or become a member or sponsor, buy a T-shirt. And just kind of meet the crew that helps me put on the event. I couldn't do it without them.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Did you want to try to name names, or you don't want to forget anyone?
No. So my really big help, of course, is Gabrielle Chronopoulos. She works for the city. She's our event coordinator. So she and I start planning. We have Art in the Park. And then we start planning for the next Art in the Park, because this is the 47th. So we're getting up to where we have to plan 50 and make it really special.
That's right.
And so she's been helping us for years. She started coordinating even before I came on. So she's been really dedicated and is an amazing person to work with. And, of course, my new assistant, Andrew Ortega, he jumped right in with both feet. And so if I need it, he does it. And, of course, Max Salgado, our technical director, he goes out. He's actually doing that today. He is the lovely gentleman who goes out and paints all our squares.
This is where the tents will be.
This is the tents. And so he goes dedicated out. That's hard work.
Yeah, I know.
80 of those spaces.
Yeah.
And so he's hard at it today. And, of course, he builds the set, the stage. So we have portable risers, but he expanded it out by building individual wooden blocks that we could piece together to make the stage bigger. So he built those on his own, because he's actually a licensed contractor and carpenter. Yeah. So he does a lot of that stuff as well.
I may have a little project for him when he's done with all this.
Yes, but you have to get in line, because he's currently also doing stuff in my house.
Okay.
He's remodeling my bathroom right now.
Well, he may be the perfect person. We get spoiled here.
Yes.
We have a camera deck, we have all the wonderful doodads, and then we get to other places where we do video production work, and we have nothing.
Oh my goodness.
And we literally have to build out our own stuff. And so I've got kind of this concept for a camera platform at the top of the bleachers at the Wool Bowl, because we don't have one.
Get on his schedule. He's wonderful. I highly recommend.
Yeah.
He's licensed and insured.
And maybe we'll have it in time for the Wool Bowl, which I have confirmation now is on Friday.
Goodness. Oh, yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So, well, excellent. So Art in the Park, it's tomorrow and Saturday. There's food, there's art, there's the band cakewalk. I think they're starting at 10 o'clock if I'm reading my info correctly.
Yes.
And so
they go 10 to 3:15.
10 to 3:15. 3:15.
Yeah. So they're taking 15-minute breaks in between in case we need to announce something or have something going on.
No, I understand. It just sounds very school-like.
It is very school-like. Me and Ms. Dillon talked about it. And you're right, it does. Yeah. Kind of ended up that being very school-like. 3:15. Yeah.
Because I'll get notes from different people that are, well, we can meet at 1:17. 1:17? That's a interesting time to pick. But there'll be the New Mexico
School for the Arts.
School for the Arts Jazz Band, students from all over New Mexico, I guess, that are
that go to that school. Yeah.
Right.
So,
right. And they'll be performing, and there's a food tent, and follow the signs and directions, and park, and come hang out in the park, and the weather is going to be perfect.
Yes. All of that rain that I brought back with me from Denver. Sorry, y'all. After my vacation, it was my fault. My husband's like, "You prayed too hard." I was like, "I'm sorry."
No, we need the rain.
It's going to be really nice. Really nice.
It's going to be great. Candace, thank you so much.
Yes, thanks, Gene.
I'll see you in the morning.
Yes. Bright and sunshine.
Right, yeah. We'll get that trailer staged, and I'll get out of your hair, and then you can get everybody else all set up, and we're looking forward to it.
Yes, thank you.
All right, thanks a lot.